Hey everybody, just thought my slide deck is not here, so you get to watch the cool blue screen while I talk. That's okay, it was short and sweet anyways. I'm Chief Mike Danberry. I'm an Army Reserve AGR soldier, so I do not work for AKO like everybody else has been talking up here, but I do assist. I've been providing CAC support to military personnel for over 3 years through the CAC Reference Center for the last year and about a half, and through another website that I maintain. I had no slides to go by. It's pretty cool. I do this because I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy doing like help desk type support. And for some odd reason, the little white card we carry in our pockets have become very sentimental to me, I guess. I started back when they started issuing them in '05, and I enjoyed the way that how we were able to actually encrypt mail and sign into computers. And I thought it was very exciting for me, being a computer geek. But I also remember that on my websites, when I put the stuff up there, that my audience is not computer geeks like myself. So I tried to tailor the wording and the pictures and stuff so anybody can understand and not feel like there's this big thing that's coming at us having to use our CAC. Because a lot of people are very intimidated by it, the fact that we have to use it there. Keep in mind, I said I'm actually an AGR soldier, which means I'm full-time reserve. I do this on my own. I answer emails during the daytime from my cell phone and the evenings from my personal computer and such. So most of the support that I provide to people is actually in the evenings and the weekends. And that actually seems to work for most people, since my audience is people who are working on their personal computers, not just their government computers. I've actually been referred to from other military help desks, though. I get calls from like Netcom help desk and such, and I kind of find it kind of funny how they're referring to me and I'm just one guy. I wanted to go into security of the files folder. The active client software, which we need to use our CACs on our Windows computers, is actually licensed by each branch of the military. So you're actually going to see a separate, the links on AKO, for instance, are for Army personnel only. People think because they have an AKO account that they're entitled to that software. Well, the permissions that we've set up on those particular folders basically breaks it down where we know that if someone's an Air Force person or a Marine Corps person, it won't let them have access to it. Or if they're don't have part of Army somewhere in their profile. So that's where the security comes in, we've been hearing about. I do have links for other branches. Air Force has the Air Force portal. They get it from there. I just got an update on the Marine Corps link just a few minutes ago. I was checking my email. So what I try to do is even though the DKO is out there, I do give information to other branches of the military, even on the Army Knowledge Online AKO CAC Reference Center. One thing I take pride in is the contact us information on the page. I actually have email links on every page that's within the CAC Resource Center, and I personally respond to every single one of those. So if you ever email ako.cac, I'm the guy on the other end. I'm also not afraid to give out my phone number, because sometimes a voice on the other end does help get that last piece of information as to why it's not working. And most of the stuff, the people that contact me, actually works out nice because they've already tried it on their own by following the instructions that are on the site, and then I'm helping the people after that. So there's always going to be, a good example I like to give is computers are like people. We may all dress the same, but we're not. There's computers that'll work perfect right off the bat, and other ones that'll just give us a royal pain and not want to work correctly. Hey, cool, I got a picture now finally. I've been actually helping the CAC Resource Center since April of last year. I had a meeting with then Lieutenant Colonel Fritchie and Dana. They're the only two left of the 4 people that I met with. It was kind of funny. I was kind of apprehensive going to talk to them because up until that point I was a competitor website to their CAC Resource Center. So now we just kind of all work together and try to be one happy family there. I want to bring up one thing. I do not think that the 100% CAC only login should be utilized until they start issuing CAC readers to every single person. Because until that time comes, when I started this process 3 years ago helping people out, I thought it'd be dead by now. And it's not. It's getting more and more. I mean, every day page hits are going up on both my websites. So it's not going away, and now we're starting to get into the mobile, which is something I hadn't really even thought about until just recently. So pending your questions, I'm only here to about 3 o'clock today. I have to fly back to Fort Gordon. I'm actually attending a school at Fort Gordon. They let me out of class today to come down here and talk to you guys. So I'm set up in the back. If you guys need help setting up your CAC on your personal computers, I'm here till 3. Thank you, everybody. Or any, sorry, questions?
I just want to say that you have an awesome site. I work at a help desk for the Intelligence Command at Fort Belvoir and
Okay.
Fort Hill. So a lot of users come in and they want to know, how can I get my card to work at home? I've got a little card. I just give it to them.
Thank you.
They come back saying, thanks, that's an awesome site. So thank you very much.
Yep, and that's actually the idea of it, because you hear G6s and DUMs saying we're not supposed to support the end user. So I'm the kind of,
Tell them you didn't get it from me.
yeah. But what I do is I look at problems and I try to see what I can do to cure a problem. I really dislike people who tell you all the problems, but they have no ideas to fix it. So this is my little piece of the puzzle, the old army of one, because it's me, myself, and I. So far, I'm not totally overwhelmed, but some days it gets that way. Go ahead, ma'am.
And you might just show the related content pages, because I think that that's extremely important for users, especially when they're using Apple as their operating system and they don't know how to make their machine CAC enabled.
Right. If you do, can you scroll down on the page a little bit?
Well, it's actually up at the top, related content with the down arrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just learned about that today. So, we do have information on there how to use your CAC on a Mac, towards the bottom there.
Go to pages and groups. There you go. All of those have pages that are CAC related questions.
I didn't know it was there. Cool. Thanks. Taught me something new. Thank you very much. Any other questions out here? Comments? I'm not sure I'm followed by. Uh-oh.
Okay, so, as Chief told you here, he's a volunteer. He's an Army of One, right? When AKO wanted to redo the CAC Resource Center, we started looking internal to AKO saying, who can we get to do this? And we actually stumbled across the fact that one of the best sites that we found for CAC information in places where we were stealing information was his civilian-hosted site called militarycac.com. And we said, hey, that's being hosted by an Army guy. Isn't there a way that we could harness his brain power and his energy to help us at AKO? So we actually went and talked to him and asked him if he'd be willing to help us build our site on AKO. And totally on a volunteer basis, he's not getting any military credit or doesn't work for AKO in any way. He took the whole site under his wing and has built it to what you see today. He has spent countless hours, probably more like man months of his life, okay, helping people to work CAC, all right, because he saw a need that wasn't being fulfilled by the Army. And like he said, as an Army of One, he went out there and he started providing information and personal services. He responds to phone calls and emails. He helped some general officer last weekend that, set up something at his house. I mean, so the man truly is incredible, inspirational, worthy of our praise. And I can't give him enough recognition for all he's done. The only thing I have done is we put together a little AKO certificate of appreciation, all right, just as a small token of the high esteem and appreciation that we have for him. So what I wanted to do, though, is get a picture, give it to him so we could put it up on the website and say, look, this is the man, an Army of One. So here's our little... Take that right there. Thank you. Okay. So thank you, Chief Danberry, for your time.